found one of the old heroes, they came to the den, found a bunch of tracks leading in and out of it through two ways. One that seemed to be a little wetter, and one that was dry. Going to main entrance, they found a shadowed veil that prevented light from coming in and out of it, with some ogres and some of the local red goblins in the area. Where those who aren't native learn that the goblins are rather adept with fire. After defeating them and backing away, and basically tricking the ogres, the party made its way deeper into the cavern, eventually finding a stairwell that led into some kind of office space that appeared to that had a couple chests, three to be exact, and a big desk on it. And on the desk sat a goldfish
Goldfinch.
in a fishbowl.
Yep. And that
Yep.
goblin went in to eat it.
Like God. So
That
that
was
is
my first thought, yes.
our where are we are picking up. So
Hmm.
you guys enter this room. Only thing in here is a desk, some chests, two iron, no, two wooden with an iron one in the middle of it,
Hmm.
and a desk with a goldfish on it. What are you guys doing?
Did you say
Which
goldfish?
A
which
goldfish.
desk has the goldfish?
Okay.
Uh,
Desk.
the desk over here has the goldfish sitting in the middle of it. There's some papers around it,
Hmm.
obviously. It's pretty tidy for the most part, but yeah, some papers, quill, goldfish on it.
Hmm.
Yep.
Is there a particular reason there's a goldfish? Like special, any like I guess magic vibe? I guess I'm getting off of the fish, or is it
Give
just a
me.
goldfish?
It's just a goldfish.
The way
I'm
you
going
said it
to
makes me think you're lying to me, Hades.
It's just a goldfish
I'm
on
gonna
the desk.
speak with animal
Okay. Can't speak of animal. Okay.
and ask the fish how we got here.
Okay. So Bogurk, you cast speak of animal, and you turn on me. You guys hear this like a little blub blub sound coming from like he's almost in water himself,
Yeah.
and the goldfish um responds with a blub blub. I forgot.
I forgot.
Damn it, that old tale about
Yeah.
goldfish not having memory.
Goldfish. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who put you here?
I forgot.
Yeah. I'm just gonna examine these chests. All right.
Okay. You take a look at them. You opening them. What's up?
I'm just taking a look at them, taking a look around them.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check if you don't mind.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's just two wooden chests and an iron chest.
Gotta love it.
Nothing. Gotta love it, right?
Gotta love it.
If no one else has something to say at the moment, I'm gonna ask the fish if he's seen anyone except for us.
Go for it.
The goldfish replies,
I'm asking the goldfish.
"Blub, blub," and a blub blub voice around. Like, sure not, or immediately, if you're watching this, because Turner goes back to it. all you're seeing is about the ghost opening his mouth with bubbles rising to the surface. um, and it isn't until the bubbles hit the surface of it that you hear the responses. But it's, um, if you go from say, yeah, recently,
Recently, oh gosh.
Who was it?
I master.
What does Master look like?
Can't remember.
He just saw him, but he can't remember? This is bullshit.
He's usually in the darkness.
Goldfish.
Never trust a goldfish.
Hmm.
Not the snack that smiles back.
What makes you say that? Okay, lasts for 10 minutes. What can you tell me about the Master?
He's here.
He's here?
Yeah, Booger. All you hear is it's like two bubbles. He's here.
Hmm. In this room?
With another blub. Yes.
Hmm.
I'm guessing
We
you're
are not
translating for
alone.
the fish. Okay.
No. But I'm gonna say we are not alone.
Fucking lovely.
Hmm.
Cool. We're not alone. You know, yeah. It's us, a fish,
Something else.
and something else.
Whatever the Master is.
Mm, mm.
I'm guessing we can't see said person.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be looking to see if someone's there.
Hey! Dirty
Nice.
20! Mm.
All
Okay.
I gotta say.
It's just a dimly lit room, honestly. Um, Booger, Kira, checking on the desk to see if Master's there, but not really finding anything.
Hmm.
Unfortunately. However, immediately, as you're sitting there from your angle, you catch about so the ceiling's about 50 feet high in this
Okay.
room, which is
Oh.
like this is like 3 times the height of the ceiling out the cabin.
Okay.
And like the walls of this room, it looks like it's been cleanly cut. And you notice this little spot that's a little darker up about basically above this one chest in the middle. You can't see into it too well, but you catch um green a small green eye looking at you.
A small green eye?
Yeah.
Okay. I still don't know who that is, Hannah.
That's the voice of her.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Um
Okay,
I
I
don't see
see.
him. I guess he's invisible.
Okay, so I see a singular green eye. Um,
so while you doing this, Steve, what are you doing with that um
What?
what are you doing
The
with this chest
box.
you just look investigated that didn't appear to be special or nothing appeared to be wrong with.
Oh, I was gonna open them. Like,
You're opening them?
no. Like,
No.
we're obviously in someone's office.
And
So,
you've been told that whoever's office it is here.
yes. So, would the mastermind if I open
Huh.
these chests? Please.
If you open these
Who?
chests, please what?
I'm asking the master if I may open these chests.
You hear in your head a
Second bullshit.
low, gargled voice. If you, it's like, I can't do it, but like if a low, like gargled voice, if you wish.
Hmm.
Sorry, my bad.
Hmm.
Do you speak Undercommon?
Do I speak Undercommon? No, I do not.
1 second.
Neither me nor Davina do, so I ain't gonna understand
Nope.
shit. None of
No
us
one
think.
Undercommon.
No one speaks Undercommon here.
I mean, I have to. I have to fucking telepathy. So,
Yeah,
Mm,
so do I.
like, as
yeah.
long as the master knows a language, we we can communicate.
All right. So yeah, you do hear in this low gurgle voice, that a if you please.
And if I open one, what would I find inside?
Mm, why don't you find out?
Now you see, I don't like how you said that.
Mm. Oh, there's always risk and adventure.
The master might be a gambler, guys.
What makes you say that?
He's talking to me in my head, and he wants me to risk. You know, he wants me to roll the dice to open this chest.
I- Is he here and I'm just not seeing him? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, he's up above the chest, the center chest right there.
Oh.
And Bilger gets to this point as one eye is trained on a media eye. You see one trained on you. This one red.
Jesus, sounds good.
Is there one looking at Eterna?
Make a perception check again.
11.
You, you see something moving back there, but you can't tell where it's looking.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm gonna use Control Flame to move a little fire up to him. Get a better look.
yeah, better. Oh God, here we go.
You take the fire from one of it's the small fire from one of the sconces in the wall beside the desk, and
Mm-hmm.
as you slowly start moving it, it goes out.
Hmm.
Can I ask it to come into the light so we can see it?
You may ask, but I will not.
Why not? Is there something you have to hide?
I'm watching first, waiting.
Watching for what?
You his one eye looking at you kind of nudges down towards Eterna. His choice.
So we're playing a game here. I'm gonna ask the fish what's in the chest.
The fish doesn't seem to understand you.
Okay, can't talk to the fish no more.
And you take note, it's only been like 2 minutes.
Okay.
The viable ones in there.
What's
So
in
I
the
look
chest?
up.
Sorry, what's it? Booger first. What was that?
Okay.
So I'm gonna look up at the master then. Like, I was never talking to the fish, was I? It was you.
The master replies in your head. You hear this, and the very good girl is like, "You were talking to the fish."
It's mating season.
Okay. Well, then that leaves anti-magic.
What was the turn? I'm sorry. Me the eyes question.
Ash is going
I
to
asked him what's in the chest.
Okay, he just responds. One holds coin.
share.
One holds
Do you
coin?
share? Yeah.
One holds coin.
The one thing about my auto.
Is that all he says?
Is
He says that. While looking at the one on the while kind of like glancing to the one on your right, so his left.
and now today
Okay.
is at my boobs. And
Uh,
it's just mad.
One
Can
is
I
empty.
One is okay.
I'm tell you right now, my nipple is itch.
Oh my god, Hannah, shut the fuck up.
I don't care.
I
And one-
do.
I
And one holds loot.
have no. There is no difference, okay? Except that one produces milk and the other does not, okay? But they itch.
I'm sorry, but I'm only hearing half of this. So was one of Hannah's boobs producing milk?
Oh my god. Hannah! Shh.
I asked a question.
Yikes. Yikes.
Take that as a yes.
Okay, so one of them has nothing, one of them has coin, and one of them has loot.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna assume I heard this correctly because Hannah was talking. When he said one has coin, he looked at the one on the right.
Yeah, the one on your right, which is over here. Eterna's still just staring at these chests.
Yeah, no, like I'm looking at all three, you know, looking at the eye and
I mean, we
Can
could just
I
open all of them.
Yeah,
Can I
Eterna,
roll this? Oh,
it is. Oh, sorry, Eterna. It is noting the icing against you
Kayla's new outfit.
is bright green.
So, Master, how many
Ooh,
eyes do you
kinky.
have? And what do they all do?
Oh,
Enough to
I
see
get it
you.
now.
Don't
many
pull
things.
some
I know what this is.
Red
I think I know
Riding
what it
Oh
Hood
is.
yeah, I know,
bullshit
I
on me.
fucking know, but like,
If
and
my
what do they
magic has
do?
suddenly stopped working with it looking at me,
And so with the and Eterna, you hear this in you hear this in your head. You blades are all the same. All talk, no action.
Can I try to
Yeah,
persuade
you know,
him?
Autoimmune.
you might be right about the all talk because you know
I
I don't want to die down here. You know, it'd be really depressing. You know, dying in some dinky, dimly lit, cavernous, really depressing.
Double
Yeah.
it was like
Kevin.
Okay.
Of course, the moth would say that.
Alright, so maybe you're trying to persuade him to do what?
Now it shows my boobs.
I need to ask. Did Siva ask the question about the eyes out loud?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so I hear the. I want to make sure because I didn't know if you were doing telepathic shit or not.
He's
His
whatever
responses are telepathic
telepathic. Well,
because he
you guys are
only
really,
speaks undercommon.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah. Whatever you guys. Well, you guys are at this point. He's talking all this now. I suppose this is making it easier for himself. But yeah. But he only talked about the blades thing to Eterna by himself.
Dude, let me tell
Just
you.
Eterna.
If you
Yeah.
Blades.
Yeah.
Blades are for Satan, you
Yeah.
dingus.
That's Eterna. But so you wanted to persuade him?
I wanted to see if I could persuade him to give me the actual answer to Siva's question.
All right. What do you ask?
I want to know. I'm gonna ask the exact same question that Siva did.
How many eyes?
No, okay,
the
so
second
we
part of the
know
question, what
one's
do they
trained
do?
on me. Yeah, one's trained on me and it's green, and the one on Bilgurk is red.
Yeah. So yeah, and then
Use it.
there's one on Eterna, which is like a brighter green than yours is.
Survivor threw it, not a killer.
So we got like dark green and lime green on going on here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do I need to roll persuasion for this?
He responds
But-
to you the exact same way, enough to see
Oh.
all of you with.
A helicopter over the house earlier?
Wasn't a helicopter, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sound of the line. It shook the wall. No one actually told
So
me
are
that
you
he was
opening the
outside.
chest?
He was that low. He was outside. He saw the whole thing.
Oh dang. Well,
Hmm. Okay.
I will open up the one he.
Xanathar. What does that name mean to you, Master?
Oh, that's a nemesis. That is a nemesis. In this
Well,
Make a persuasion check.
that is a very direct question.
Persuasion.
like, when I'm not.
16, straight 16, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He responds with, "You'll know when you open the chests."
Can
Hmm.
I ask them if they're trapped? If you'll give me a proper answer.
No.
Can
No,
I
they're
roll
not
to?
separate.
Can I roll insight to see if he's lying to me,
Hey,
please?
Go for it, yes.
13. Okay.
You think he's telling the truth.
I think he's
Even-
telling the truth. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
open the one he said
but-
there was coin in
yeah.
when he
Like,
looked at it.
he seems cryptic, but not like, doesn't he has lie, he hasn't really lied to you guys so far.
Ew.
It's
Okay.
half true.
Yeah, it's half
Yeah.
truth.
I'll open the right one that he looked at when he said there was coin in it. I'll take a chance and open it.
Okay. It's not even locked.
Okay.
It's just a simple wooden chest. There's no lock hanging
They're not
on
getting
it.
fashion.
As you peel it, you
No,
slowly peel it
no.
back. There is one coin in it.
Be free.
It's
Technically correct.
Is it just a single gold piece or what is it?
no. It's not. It's a steel coin, not silver, not gold, not iron, not copper, or silver. Okay? It's a steel coin with this little cog. One side is blank, and the other side has this like little like cog etched into it.
Trying to protect you.
Okay, I'm gonna take the coin. Take the coin. It's my coin now.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
What's the coin for?
You will need that. You may need that eventually.
all
You'll
right.
know
Thought
when.
that was a given.
I'm going to slide over to the chest with loot.
You don't know which one that is. You didn't look at any of them when you said that.
Yeah.
I want to look at was a coin one.
Can I look at the coin real quick?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Mia, did you give Bilgert the coin?
Did I give Bilger the coin? Does he want the
I
coin?
asked to see it.
Yes, you can have the coin. I want it back though.
Mhm. I'm gonna
Hey.
try and identify the coin.
Okay, you can just cast special spell identify.
No, I don't have identify.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
just look at it kind of
basically
thing.
studying it.
Yeah. Give me a. Are you proficient in history?
Yes.
Okay, give me a history check.
It makes sense to be efficient in history.
I'm about to say yeah.
I'm just rolling garbage all day. That's cool.
You're just yeah. It feels familiar to you, but not like honestly even that role like something familiar about it, but you aren't able to think of it right now as you're kind of weird from these fights.
Hmm.
Mm.
Jen's literally
So-
almost done.
There are 3 chests. One is open.
The one on the right's open.
Are you familiar with the multi-hall problem?
I'm, I have another tab open, and I'm gonna roll a fucking D3. So,
A
Well,
D3.
we'll
It's
just
just
a D2 at
fine.
this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
The blue
a
has it.
2, or a little 2.
Oh,
Okay.
he's protecting it, fucker. Well, you can come up here. I can still heal
Rolled a
you.
2. So which chest you opening?
Hmm. So the one that Amelia is in front of is open.
Yeah, this was open.
Yeah.
It had a coin in it.
Mhm.
1 second.
Hmm,
And if we, whichever way you put it,
I'm using my med kit.
like either side, left or right, the middle one is the second one. So
Yeah.
I open middle.
Open the middle. Okay. Okay.
Get him on.
Let me see here. Which one am I putting that on again? Okay, so Eterna,
Oh,
this one's locked. You open it and it doesn't budge. What are you doing?
Is this the iron chest or is it a wooden
Yeah,
one?
this is the iron one.
Hmm.
The iron one's in the middle. There's 2 wood ones on it to the left and right of it.
So this one's locked.
This one's locked. Xanathar says yes, it is.
So it is Xanathar. You fool. You've
Or
given it
says
away.
the holder says yes, it is. But yeah, yeah.
dude, I didn't think he had a Mori, but okay.
Hmm.
He's leaving me. I think he's got best for last because.
Do you have the key? Or am I gonna have to
Oh, damn it.
ask my friend here to lockpick it? Or
The
or
keys
I'm
in.
just gonna
Oh,
pick it.
your response. The keys in the room.
The key is well. Alright, well. Turn's gonna go start walking around the room then.
You all hear this, by the way.
So why the fish?
He's precious to me.
Man, that's a 9.
Yeah, if Amelia or Booger are also looking around the room, give investigation or perception checks to see anything. If you want, if you're looking for the key.
Yeah. No. I just keep rolling ones. That's cool.
Because
Uh,
now they like Turna picked the middle one. It's like, ah yes, the key is somewhere in the room. I'm gonna find that key. Eventually.
you guys spend the better part of 10 minutes looking around. You open every single drawer in the desk, and
Is it
or like
in the fish? I'm gonna look in the fishbowl.
the key is not in the fishbowl. It's literally just a fishbowl of water. That's it.
Wow.
There's like fish food beside the bowl,
Not even some colorful rocks.
which you yeah. There's some fish beside the fish bowl, like fish food, which you see like slowly like rise up and drop some food into the bowl
Hmm.
or going down again. And you'll also notice that the sconces behind the desk are alight again.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, you guys spend a few minutes. You cannot find this key anywhere.
So is this? Are these nothing back here?
There's a couple like small little like tables, like little like side table things with They're empty. They're just like little tables. Each of them holds like a small little like light in it.
Hmm.
It's funny above it.
Hey,
What
Master.
did the papers say?
Oh yeah, true.
Sorry, what?
The papers.
Papers.
Yeah. So those papers on the desk around the fish.
Hmm. You go and check them out.
Yeah.
No, give me another investigation check.
What?
Give me an investigation check on those guys.
Investigation.
Not a one.
One of those days, though.
Yeah. You look at papers and they're currently blank. There's nothing on them.
Hmm. Well, Master, do you know the game hotter or colder? Since
I've heard of it.
you seem to know where the key is. Seem to. Don't want to assume that
Mhm.
you know, but if you'd
Yeah.
point me in the direction, give me a hotter or colder in the direction, Master, would be greatly appreciated.
Suppose I can.
So turn is gonna move up, up one, then look back to the Master.
Warmer,
Continue moving up one,
colder,
move back one,
warmer,
Why did we pretend ourselves?
move left,
colder,
move right.
Is it just in the other box? Like, did you guys check that
warmer.
yet?
No one checked the other box yet.
I'm kidding.
Turn is gonna open the other box. Jesus.
Okay,
You
this
guys
one's unlocked. It's not like it just opens with you when you grab it. Um, inside of it, you see a silver meat
are you going back?
and a small little like iron key.
What was the first item? A silver what?
A silver mirror, like a little hand mirror.
Oh, okay. Keep that on the person and walk over to the middle and put the key in.
Put the key in. Okay, you turn it. The key goes in. Turns. You hear a click, and as the latch goes,
Is
Oh,
there
thank
a
God.
question mark?
do you open it?
I didn't think he had a
I open it.
forestry.
Cool. Okay, so you guys all sit there looking around as the turn goes. Turns the key, opens the chest, and vanishes.
Where the fuck did he go?
He'll be back in 10 minutes. Turn up. You're just in blackness. You're just floating through the void.
Serves him right.
I said there was coin, loot, and nothing.
Ah, I get it.
Can
So
you bring him back, please?
he'll
He
be
said
back in
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
It's
And
fine.
as he says this, his turn is currently blinked out of existence.
Hmm.
um,
Is there
Um,
sound?
Watch his character.
Is there
Just
sound in this pocket dimension?
no, all there is just infinite blackness. You're just sitting
Sensory
there.
deprivation.
You're sitting there. All you see is like you see yourself, and that's it. There's no noise. Even when you move, just no noise. You're just sitting there, floating through nothing.
So if I talk, nothing comes out.
Nothing comes out.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. It feels like you're floating but swimming at the same time. It's weird. But anyways, after Turner vanishes, the lights turn on. Like the sconce lights go brighter, and Bilgurk and Amelia, in the Vegas arena. You guys watched as from this area this a rather large beholder with like a yellow underbelly with like with blue a blue top.
Oh.
Well, like basically
Ah!
like a blue colored top floats down and goes and kind of like strokes the goldfish with one of his eyeballs.
Ugh.
Uh, um, I've seen pictures of these motherfuckers. I don't know what the fuck they do though. Uh,
Basically, each of the eyes shoots a laser.
why am I getting freaking what's his face from League of Legends vibes now?
Yeah, Velcod.
Mm,
Yes, Vel'Koz.
Oh
You know.
yeah, so you guys you two because the turn is way long. Turn is starting long gone. Um,
Oh yeah, no, it's just me and Burger Cat, just conversating telepathically about. Oh man, this reminds me of the abyss I pulled you out of to summon you.
yes, it's abyss. In Burger Cat, you hear Burger Cat back. It's like yeah, that abyss, and like a little sloppier voice.
Yep.
That abyss is brighter, but got darker slowly and rocky.
Yeah.
You hear the turn up. I mean, yeah, you guys will hear. Well, since all three chests are open, my work is done.
this is what you came here for?
Work? Question mark?
Yes, work. You have the two
So,
items.
yeah, So, let me get this straight. You went out here to give us this mirror and coin, but you decided to be a dick about it.
Uh, I had to test you.
Oh, I'm not complaining. This made my day.
You just.
I heard rumors of you, Bogart.
I've
I
heard
don't know
rumors
if
of
that's
you,
supposed to
Zanny.
be a good thing or a bad
Well,
thing.
it's at this point, you guys realize none of you guys said anyone's name in here.
He was talking to us telepathically. I can make assumptions here.
Yeah. Um. Yes, I've heard tales of you, Bogart.
Hmm.
It's about time you get out of that place.
Hmm.
And you, as all 10 it's like his one big eye is trying to build her, but he watches all 10 eyeballs on his like flutter floating above him, all turned looking at him in the eye.
Yes.
It's about it's nice to see you getting along with people for once.
Burn.
Do I sense myself in danger? Is my fight or flight kicking in?
Oh, actually, honestly, give me an insight check.
Okay, good, because seeing as all 10 of them looked at me, that does 12. It
Okay.
doesn't feel like a good thing.
I was,
You your fight or flight kicks like you start like the hair on the back of your neck stands up. Ow.
Mm.
But not because of the eyeballs. You have a sense that right now he's turned docile, but because he knows about your past
Mm.
and the specifics of it.
How the fuck you know? Hey, get your ass out of my head. That's my background trauma, not yours. Fuck off. You ain't supposed to know that shit.
Uh, well, like I said, see if other questions. My work is done. And one of the eyeballs, they start really floating around a little bit. One of them focuses on a spot behind the desk, and you watch as this little light, it's like light blue eye looks at it, glows for a second, and starts literally cutting a square in the rock behind the desk.
Hmm. By the way, I know this is like supposed to be a whole secret thing that there's not actually. There's only supposed to be one Xanathar, but which Xanathar are you?
I'm the only one.
Did you say you were the only one?
The only one.
Okay. I've met plenty of the only ones in my time.
The only
Uh,
ones don't exist. There's
well,
always multiple.
Fucking
well,
Xanathar.
I'm this one. Then the one that exists with you.
Uh-huh.
Exist with you.
The one from Waterdeep. Which is where I'm going back. Now that my favors are paid.
Thanks for specifying the ones from Waterdeep. Fucking.
And as it is at this point, the disintegration beam takes a chunk out of the wall, and you notice basically like perfectly solved into it. This piece like flops out on the ground,
Jimmy, because that
and he like his other eye, this one that's like pure white, comes up, glows, and you see this scroll slowly get pulled out of the wall as he grabs the fishbowl with his other one, with a couple of his eyes. It says, "And with this, I leave. I will say though, listen to her if you value your lives."
Oh,
Listen
And
to her?
as he says that, the scroll opens, a portal, a little doorway appears. He floats through it with the fishbowl, and it closes behind him. And you could have sworn you saw a desk back there with a bunch of treasure behind it. Through the portal.
Motherfucker.
Always so dramatic.
But
Um,
who was he referring to when he said trust her? That's not helpful.
Sure he is.
um, it's about at this point that Eterna bloops back in.
Oh, welcome back.
You'll
Having
see
gotten
Eterna.
very well acquainted with Burger Cat.
Yeah, no, you'll see Eterna poof back in, laying on the ground with Eterna on his chest.
Burger Cat is
Taking a
um
nap
Oh, hey guys.
there? Hey, hope you had a nice nap.
Yeah,
Our
no,
eyeball Fred wasn't helpful.
while in those 10 minutes and nothing, nowhere, in the abyss, in darkness. I've only heard rumors about the boss, and yeah, that's the boss.
Well, yeah. Old Zanny wants just about everything. Anyway,
You know, it's a
so
pleasure
we
to
got a.
meet meet the big boss.
Hmm.
Mm.
So I'm
Booger,
guessing this is a
Booger,
little hole in the
it's
wall here.
Booger, it's the point as you're walking by, you notice he left the papers.
He left the papers.
Hmm. They clearly wouldn't put. You can look at them if you want.
Killer Shack. So you know.
Really?
All right, well,
So yeah, what are you guys doing?
And she's on me
back to
now.
what we were doing previously. You have a silver coin, and I have a mirror.
Me?
Back to what
And
people are
10 minutes
doing. You
of
mean?
void exposure.
Oh yeah, you should get that looked at.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm quite experienced with the
Mm,
void.
Let's see. The last time I heard somebody say that, they dropped dead. So, sure, we'll go with I'm fine. Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, hey,
It had nothing to do with the
uh,
fact that I stabbed him or anything, but yeah, we'll go with you're fine.
me and Berg quite acquainted with the void.
Anyway, back to what we were doing, which is wandering around randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you guys never really got an answer
Uh,
for what happened while the monster's here and why it's so empty.
well, I doubt anything that was here would really threaten the beholder.
Chasing you and leaving me.
Hey,
Ah,
so
that dead man switch.
what you doing?
Bilgerk's in front of a little thing over here, so we're
Yeah.
going this way, I
Kind of
guess.
a little chimney, which you guys saw.
While they're shifting over there, I'm gonna hang back for a good 10 minutes and identify the mirror.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Together in the killer shack, so just keep her out of here.
Okay, so um Bilgrick and Amelia.
Ew. What a random thing.
1 second, I just have to remember what it does.
Ah, you bitch. She saw you. She saw you.
If I didn't have speak with animals, by the way, I was definitely gonna eat that fish.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Wow.
I
Wow.
was hoping. I was hoping you were going to just to see how it played out.
Mhm.
I don't think the beholder would have been happy that you ate his goldfish.
Then I would have died happy.
His
Cool.
his prized goldfish.
Cool. So
Empty the white bar.
so you have this little hand mirror.
Right?
It's been for 10 minutes, during which time
VHS.
Bilgrick, Amelia, Davina, you guys are wandering the cavern,
No, I don't
leaving
have
your
one.
moth
I
behind
really
you.
don't have one. It's just filling up
Eh, you'll be fine.
Moth is just fucking sitting on the ground, crisscross applesauce, looking deeply intent, big eyes at the mirror.
Zzz. If you're so worried about it, the wolf can stay and keep the moth company.
You guys come down this crevice.
Go, go, go.
Right. As you guys get there, um,
Rando.
Ah, motherfucker!
you notice the stalagmite in front of you starts to like come alive. But then, as you
Mm.
walk towards it, it slowly starts to like to fade before disappearing. Like the whole like all the tentacles and the mouth that were on it just kind of fade and vanish, leaving just the stone that it used to be.
What the fuck whack shit is this?
Did you see something?
Oh my god.
I did, and I did not like what I saw.
Okay. I didn't like Xanathar basically wasting one of my spell slots. What's got you in a bunch?
Can I describe the creature to Bilgerg?
Yeah, go for it. So it basically like the rock basically like became active,
Okay.
grew like four like long
And they're not getting me. They're both on the jet.
became like
And nobody's
two
coming for me.
pseudopods, two eyes and like a
Wow.
sharp beaked mouth.
Screw these randos. They can die on their hooves. Fuck them. Yeah, now.
Basically, it's kind of like a basically
It's seriously
what
not
you
known
know as a
that you're being
roper.
chased. Like, it tells you you're being chased.
Before it slowly vanished.
Bitch, yummy. Of course she's gonna do
Yeah. Bilger gets yeah. Where you guys heading out? Are you guys exploring more in here? What you doing?
Exploring more? Question mark.
I'm getting a drink of water.
Okay,
I'm
Booger just
sticking
like
my
goes.
face in.
It's just flowing, so it's good to drink.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it honestly at all. Other than maybe a couple like tastes kind of mossy, but otherwise
Mm.
Ah, just the minerals.
just the minerals. Yeah. Otherwise, nothing really of
Hopefully, she married decisive to
um,
chronic.
nothing really special
Going
about
up
it.
this way. Scoochie scooches.
Okay. So Amelia, you guys head up. That's the wrong button. 1 second.
For someone who's so worried about what they just saw, you are leaving, our companions in the
She's
dust.
talking to me.
You can catch up. I know you're half pint and all, but you have long little leggies. You got this.
I'm gonna mold
Man,
Earth to make a
dead.
pocket of
Let me go.
make a pocket of dirt in front of her disappear. So she'll trip.
Fuck you.
Save yourself, Spoon.
Trip over your long legs.
Yeah, I'll roll acrobatics for that shit. I ain't gonna trip over nothing, bitch.
Oh, let's go.
Oh god.
Fuck you. 21. I didn't trip over shit.
Damn.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, still having ghost stuff go on. Oh snap!
Ah, what's up in here? Hades magically disappeared. Okay, music, I guess. While we wait.
I muted. I pressed the button. My bad. Okay.
Oh, you're okay.
So you guys heard my description, right?
No,
No.
you were
No.
muted.
Oh, sorry. I must have did. Okay. But yeah. So I mean, so basically, the western part of the wall has some bedrolls, which really has kind of gathered that was where the ogres and the goblins were sleeping. The right hand side
And hook.
has the basically the middle over you here. There's a
Okay.
ring
They
of
save me
what's to
and
be
then
like
could
moss,
leave.
and in the middle of it, small little pond
Screw that rando.
like structure.
It's their fault. I had to go in the second. Bye.
What are you guys doing?
Okay. So we just have the pond.
Just the pond.
Just pond. Can I see anything in the pond?
Yeah. As you uh make your way up to it.
Up to the pond.
So yeah. So the pond's in the middle here. This is something lichen around it. Um,
Okay.
you make your way in. It's actually very clear.
Honestly, I think I'm
You can
out of
see
survivors.
basically all the way down to it. It actually goes about you get like 10 feet down, which is surprising for how basically around it is. More like basically like almost like a well at this point. And there's something glowing at the bottom of it.
Too. I don't even. I'm debating whether I want to get on PC or
Alright, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go examine this.
There's shiny at the bottom of the water. How deep is the water?
About 10 feet. You gather.
Okay.
It's very clear, by the way. So like,
Okay.
you see
Am
all
I
parts.
getting? You probably have to make me roll Arcana for this, but am I getting any magical vibes from this water or anywhere around it in this room?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check to see if you got anything like that.
titties.
23. Nobody gives a shit about your titties.
Okay. The only magical source you're getting right now, you can tell. I mean, is it the crystal? Is it the gem at the bottom of this pond?
No, they're small. No, Rev, you don't understand. So,
That's like the
whenever
only thing you're getting.
the body has this thing because of the autoimmune, it breaks out in rash in random places. and
I want the gem, so we're gonna go get the gem.
well, it went everywhere else the last few days.
Okay.
But they
What's the gem?
Cool. So you dive in the water.
Yep.
So this little the kind of splash booger. You're watching this. Or after watching, you sort of jumped around. Amelia, you're in the water. You swim down to 10 feet. I'm gonna need you to give me a strength check, please.
Strength
As
check. Oh,
when you
God.
give this go to get this gem, it isn't moving very easily.
they aren't
Like it's stuck in the rock, or it's purposely not moving for another reason.
Like it feels like it's been like slotted into something, like it's meant to be there, kind of thing.
Can I give a look around before I try to pull this shit out?
In the water there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Give me a
around the
perception.
gem and everything.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check or perception check.
Okay, you said investigation. Well, they're both a +1, so. Oh, that's okay. I don't see shit. That was a nat
Yeah.
1.
The water's a bit too like down here. The glow of the gem is refracting a bunch in the water, so it's kind of hard to see around it. But yeah.
Okay, why not? I'm about to pay fucking dearly for this shit, but okay. Wow, okay, that's a 19th on my strength.
Yeah. So pretty easily, you like put both feet in the bottom beside it and just kind of put your hand on it and just kind of put to one side and pull up. Your grip on it, and it comes loose. It comes out pretty easily. Uh, and as you pull it out, the magic it stops glowing.
It stops glowing?
It stops glowing, and underneath of it, you see this like little like hexagonal space that the bottom of it was like cut into to fit into it.
Okay.
Um, Vilger, at this point, there's nothing. The movie is underwater. Nothing's really happening to her. You don't know anything about her, if she's down or not. Nothing is happening at all.
Yeah, I'm looking through the stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Give me an investigation check if you look through the bedrolls.
not far off.
5.
You find 5 gold coins scattered amongst
Yeah.
the walls. An actual gold coins this time, not no stupid steel ones.
So, Rev, you're telling me
Okay.
that your looks about as tall as Joe in the video.
So Amelia, are you coming out of the water? What you doing?
How tall are you?
I feel like as soon as this gem leaves the water, something's gonna happen.
Alright.
Fuck it. We're getting out of the water.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, so Amelia,
Ooh.
you actually your head breaks the surface, breaks the surface of water.
Okay.
Um,
Tall because
and we're gonna jump over to Eterna real quick because it's been
Okay.
about 10 minutes.
I hate
Um,
the cliffhanger, bitch. I hate you.
Alright, Eterna, you've been sitting here for the past like better part of 10 minutes. Casting this ritual spell. I'm assuming you don't have it prepared.
Hmm.
I'm assuming it's just like a ritual based kind of thing.
I do have it prepared, but I just choose to ritual cast
Oh,
it.
not use a slot. Okay, yeah, got it.
bulk up.
So yeah, you spend the 10 minutes basically making a glyph, getting ready. This burger cat looks at like uses power to look at it for you, and you're holding it, and you realize this is
I'm
a mirror of past reflection
Mirror of past reflection.
and
You look
future
a little
selves.
chubby.
Hmm.
And a
Yep.
little chubby.
There's a command word to this, which once you attune to it, you get this. You can set it. Well, it's not recover. It's not recover to me, but there's a command word to it. Uh, which is just it's just a command. This is word from it is I want to see.
Rev's like, what, 5 or
followed by past or future.
$1 million. Stop being tall.
And you can look into it once per day, and it will show you visions of the past or future.
Ground.
I want to see future.
Okay. So, um, Eterna, you hold this mirror up to your head. Face, it's showing your reflection. Can you give me a d6, please?
Yes, I can. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay.
So you're taller than my dad.
So
Dad is only 5.
you watch as it slowly glimpses ahead. A few days. Flashes like a few forward in time, a few times. So you quick little brief glimpses. One immediately is something happening to me in the eye.
Hey, Rab, how old
You
was
can't make out. It has to do with water and moss though. Another one quickly as you guys all leaving the cavern, getting back to town, and when then it does a sudden drastic jump to
I didn't hear what you said, Rab.
a gigantic
How old was he when he stopped
maze
listening?
with people screaming, buildings collapsing, and blood everywhere
I think it's a year.
before cutting out.
Like Rab's dog when he stopped growing.
That is what you see right now.
Burger Cat. That was a bad
Calm
trip.
down.
That was a bad trip. But I feel that we need to get to the others in a quick matter. So I look at Davina's wolf. Show me the way.
Okay. So as you start rushing the wolf, Amelia, you breach water.
Hmm.
I don't trust her.
You're holding the gem underneath one arm. Your hand touches the moss, and you pull yourself up with the gem.
Oh,
The basically sitting there, both hands on the moss, gem a little bit ahead of you.
Dude, I feel like Whippy's gonna be the kind of person she's gonna wait for me
The
to be on
gem,
my bed. She's gonna
like
sneak
almost
upstairs
as
and
if
start watching me like crazy.
the gem. I mean, you should make a dex save by the way for this.
okay. 16.
Okay. Um, as you put the gem onto it, and as your hand grabs it, you don't feel it at first. As you're focusing on the basically this small like
Oh my god, is he gonna
1
shed
foot
all over the house? Ooh.
1 foot size like little the gem um out of the water. As you put it on, you don't feel it until the gem starts to roll away from you towards basically this part of the ground here.
Excuse me, motherfucker.
And you go to move your elbow from the first arm you put down, and it's not moving. And you watch as the lichen that you're on is currently growing over you.
Fuck me. Sideways. God damn.
Probably why.
And you notice at the lichen
Shedding session.
of the waves you made that are hitting it, it's slowly growing on them, over it, and heading into the water.
Hmm.
Bilgrick, you do see this, but Amelia,
Mm.
Bilgrick, what you guys doing?
Seeing as I can't fucking move. A little help here, please. Or put the goddamn gem back. Ain't doing this shit. Ain't dying today.
Mm,
Don't you start with me, Bilgerg.
Let the gym go first.
No, the gem's over here on the ground. No, she's not holding it.
Oh,
fact that she was playing D&D.
As
Yeah, the gem rolled away.
As a gem basically touched the lichen and just rolled off of it. Almost as if it was moved by the lichen.
Like, mom would love the blue eyes, first of all. That would
Yoink.
just melt it right away.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to attempt to pull her out of the lichen.
Pluto loves me, Pluto.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Give me
damn coin at this point.
roll a d20 and add your. Actually, just give me an attack roll for a spellcasting attack roll.
Okay. So it's the. My spell attack is +6, so that's 19.
19. Alright, Amelia, give me a strength save.
Strength save. Okay. 14.
14.
Reb,
Alright,
I'm going to send
so,
amazing videos from
with-
puppy classes because I
With
don't know
the help of Mage Hand
so you're gonna have to show.
and your own struggling against it, you manage to get your torso and your arms out of the lichen and onto solid rock. But your legs are slowly being covered now.
Motherfucker.
And you know this lichen is starting to fill up the well that you guys just came out of pretty quickly.
Really sad though that we didn't video
Get me
the
the fuck out of this shit.
The first one we did was
Is
perfect.
anyone else gonna try and help?
Eterna, at this point you see this as basically like Amelia's like legs and ass are basically slowly being covered by lichen, just
ass
like
is
you
ass.
just like
That's the whole definition of your ass. You saw.
like exactly like the mirror showed you.
She was looking so hard at me that she didn't realize where we were going, and then her paw got in front of my foot.
do you mind if I cut off your legs?
I do mind, sir. I'm keeping my legs.
All right. Well, there's only one cause for this. I'm gonna mow it.
You're a poet
I'm gonna mow it. So
with what?
your turner breaks out the glaive,
You have to whack some weed.
and I'm whacking weed. Carefully,
Okay.
so it's not
Carefully.
too close to Millie Eye, but I do have to finely trim it from
Yeah.
her.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to make a dexterity check for me for this.
All right.
Much, not really an attack roll.
He didn't
Nice,
know
that's a
I'm on
5.
the jet.
Nice.
Okay. So, more focused. You start trimming it from Amelia's legs, but you don't realize that you stepped on it
Nice.
and nothing's happening as you step on it.
Concern
Hmm.
Aries. Or it's not even a concern. It has nothing to do with Aries at all. It just has to do with the fact that our backyard has like.
And you watch as Burger Cat kind of plops off your shoulder and starts just
it's
patting around on it, and it just seems to
never gonna
ignore it.
have a cleaning session in my life.
Ah, the oasis
Yeah,
course.
mirror rolls, but
Okay.
Ripple's hair looks so short that
Did
like
you pick
it
up the
really.
Yeah.
crystal?
What crystal?
The crystal that rolled over onto the
Uh,
solid ground.
No, where is it?
No, make.
It's pretty much right where you're standing, pretty much.
No, don't see it.
Tentacle. I don't want it. No, I don't. It's your favorite thing, you sicko.
All right.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
I'm gonna continue to try and help her out with the power of Mage Hand.
Just give me another attack roll for her, brother.
yeah.
That's an 11.
Give me another strength check, strength save, media.
Let's see if I can get. That's a nat 20.
Alright,
Nice.
so to know how more in your own power, you manage to like kick free of the moss and manage to get up, and you notice that the moss is slowly following your footsteps.
If you trust me, she's in love with your dog.
but
Oh, I like you.
only growing where there's water.
I'm not surprised.
And as you back away
Oh,
from it, it follows you more. As
The
it's
the gem is following me. What?
no, the moss is slowly like as you're walking back, like scooting back. The moss is like slowly growing where you've been like sliding.
can I use shape water to move all the water away from her?
Motion
Okay.
sickness meds. And
So
they're
you're just moving the water that was like that she's just coming off for kind of thing, or
Yeah,
okay.
I'm tempted to
Um.
like a flash dryer. I throwing the water to the other side of the room.
Okay. So are you taking the water off of her as well, or just the ones that come, or the ones on the ground kind of thing?
The water off of her.
Alright. So you basically like toss the water, and you watch as the lichen slowly kind of like follows it.
and it's
Um, and you realize the lichen wasn't following the gem; it was just growing in water.
Yep.
And at this point, you kind of realize there's like a small layer of rock between the well and the lichen.
The ID dye's a little cheaper. It's
Oh.
$100 for a 25 label bag,
Nice.
bag or whatever.
Can I have my
So as
crystal
long-
now?
What crystal?
My gem. Don't you start with me, bitch. I swam into that lake or the pool, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to get that gem. You better give me back my gem.
And how did you get out?
I'm gonna strangle this half
Over
pint.
you. Oh God.
I'm gonna strangle him. Give me my goddamn gem back. I want my gem back. Can I take my gem?
I'm gonna walk onto the moss.
You walk onto the moss, and nothing
Yep.
happens.
It's like literally.
Are you gonna follow me?
I was giving
Fuck you, yes I am. I want my goddamn gem. I got stuck for that shit.
I'm jumping in the water.
Okay. So, Booger, the moss has slowly been growing on top of the water. As you jump into it, there's like a little spot left to get into it that's not just moss. Some of it breaks apart for you. But you look up,
Yeah.
and the moss is slowly covering where you jumped in, and it's slowly coming down the walls as well.
Motherfucker, you're gonna drown. Just
I'm gonna
because you
turn
could.
into an octopus. Fuck you.
And how long does that wild shape last for?
An hour.
Ooh, you got an hour. And then what? Your ass is
Isn't
gonna
that
be grass.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, so Booger, you sit there for like, how long are you sitting down there?
Scooped it out.
Mm. Will the moss grow towards me if I'm not touching the walls?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
size strike though. He's gonna down me again.
That was almost an. I got an 8. It was almost a 24.
You've been watching for a bit. Basically, you spent about like 10 minutes in there, and you watch the moss is like slowly. It's not growing as fast as it did up top, but it's slowly growing thicker. That's like in general. As it
Hmm.
like as it filled like the cylindrical well, it's slowly growing thicker.
When she pooped yesterday, I had to dig it. I had to dig into it, and it was like twine in her poop.
Mm.
Yeah, I got
And
it.
there's nothing else down here, right?
Nope.
Mm.
I mean, actually, no. The moss didn't actually grow around the spot. There's a little spot at the bottom that's like hexagonal. It's not growing there.
Hmm.
And so you got here.
Yeah, Turn's gonna take one of his glass bottles and put some moss into it, and then take the other glass bottle that he has, put some water in it.
Mm.
And he's just gonna put
Alright.
those. He's just gonna carry those.
Alright,
And
so
some moss and
have
some water.
you have water, and you have a bottle of ever growing water.
Nice.
And and there's no asterisk above that, and the asterisk points down to just add water.
I feel like you could just throw those on someone and fuck them up real bad.
I think that's his point. I think that's his plan.
Hmm.
Okay, but yeah, so Bilgrick, as it's slowly growing, what are you doing?
Mm. I guess I'll emerge from the water
Okay.
I'll guess I'll
after like 30
emerge.
minutes.
Okay. Especially like these are just been watching this, he's sitting there for 30 minutes. Ain't coming up. Um, until you guys see like a little break in like a small part of water like I haven't got to yet. I'll need you to make a deck save with the octopus's stats.
Sure. It's gonna be a +1. I'm just gonna roll this because it's the same value. This just isn't my day.
You guys watch as little octopus Bilgrick plops up out of the water, and as he's about to get onto the edge of it, all 8 tentacles just get covered in moss, and you see him
Mm.
struggling to lift him and move him.
Mm.
Sleepy puppy, say hi. Puppy looks dead.
I just want my goddamn gem. That's all I want.
Well, if I die in the moss, you can't get it, so.
Yeah, Emily, I can go help him out.
I mean, you can walk easily in the moss because you're still dry, so you just go. You walk him as you grab him. I need a strength. I need a strength check from Eterna and a strength save from Bilger. Octopus stats again.
Yep, so it's at +3.
Really? Huh?
Giant octopus is swole.
Oh, giant.
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Eterna got a what?
I got an
11. Hey, he is pretty slick, so you are able to kind of pull him out of it quickly. You know, some of the moss growing in Eterna, making it a little more fuzzier. It doesn't seem to be expanding at all on you.
Mhm.
As you're able to carry it onto the rock.
Bread,
Glorp.
Moss friend.
please. There's a spoon! Mira! Say hi to Uncle Spoon!
Like, what I can do with this is,
Hi to Uncle Spoon!
each time I use it, as long as I have
Say
a
hi to
source
Uncle
of water,
Spoon!
or, I mean, yeah, as long as I have a source of water, I can just make more of the ever-growing moss. It's just moss.
Laura, can you hand me the pup pup?
Just
What
oh.
happens when I shape back?
You shape back. The
Yep, I
water,
drop rock too.
the water kind of well, you're still in Sherna's hand. The water kind of disappears from you. It kind of like poofs everywhere, and you watch as like some little spots of moss grow up.
Alright, big pup.
As the moss is on your some moss on your arm still. Like, that's basically it.
Hmm. I probably shouldn't eat this.
Yeah, please don't eat the moss.
Hmm.
I don't recommend eating the moss because Bill Gurkdown. I'm pretty sure you know this. You're a chef and all. Your insides are pretty
Mm.
moist.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hmm. Guess I owe him I guess I owe him a gold.
Oh, she's so heavy!
Hey, so what are you guys doing?
Well,
I
you
want
Uh,
my
got food
goddamn
and crap.
gem. I will fight him for it.
Jesus Christ! All right. Well,
I left it in the water.
Oh, you bitch! You asshole!
Did you actually?
No.
Okay. Just a DM. That's just a DM. I was like,
Yeah.
did you actually? Okay, yeah.
I would do you fucking motherfucker. I want the gem.
he turns just
Anyway.
lean up against the
You
wall.
you remember this half pint, or you remember this. You better not
Remember
ask
what?
me for shit.
Just remember, next time out and
Better not ask me for shit. I ain't gonna help your ass.
Looks at
what you
them.
got
Why
out
not?
here.
Are you guys done?
I want my goddamn gem.
Where is it? Where did you put it?
This motherfucker, I swear to God, I'm gonna strangle the next person I see that's not part of the group, because in-party killing is not allowed. I don't give a shit. I will take my chaotic neutral ass and I will stab somebody.
Hey.
Just because this motherfucker didn't want to give me my gem.
Huh.
She still sleeps in the crate at night, but she's gotten to the point where she played with her.
What's the intelligence check for? Bilger?
To see if Bilgurk remembers the gem.
I'd say yes, you do. With
It's
that,
not up to you.
Ready's up.
I mean, you remember it. What do you think information with you?
There's just
Yeah.
gonna start
Anyway.
walking out.
Yeah.
You know,
Are we
we'll talk to him
gonna
when y'all are done. You know, fuck.
My pile of
we gonna
squishmallows.
follow the river or
Yeah.
Oh, you're following the river route.
which way? I mean,
They're like
The way you came.
animals that feel like
Okay.
marshmallows, basically.
Yeah.
guess
Okay.
we're going.
So you guys.
Oh, so the one on top is a panda.
Oh my god, Hannah, you are yelling.
Shut up. You yell all the time. So the one at the
Oi.
top is
Anyways.
below that
I'm
panda
gonna
So-
is
strangle a
another form of
bitch.
panda.
Okay, so you guys are head out. Walk. You know how to step the
Is the spooky wall gone?
spooky wall is gone. Spooky wall is gone.
Spooky.
The
Possibly.
spooky wall is gone, and you can see past it. You notice it is kind of dark outside. It's
Hey,
turning
look.
nighttime.
Can you hand me my char? Please.
Hmm.
Hang on. Laura, can you hand me my char, please? Can you hand me my char?
Yeah, that ain't gonna fix shit.
Char.
Well, the one at
Is
the
it-
tippity top is a panda. The one below the panda is another
Okay.
form of a panda. Then below that we got a fox head. Then below that we got another fox that Laura cuddles with. And then inside, deep inside that you can't see, is a Charmander.
Aw.
This is the shit I have to live with.
Yes, it is.
That was your
Thank
choice.
for adaptive daydreaming. Woo! Okay, let's continue. What? Oh my god! Why can't you get your lazy ass up and get your goddamn... I'll beat you with the Charmander!
Wow.
You can take your lazy happy ass downstairs and take... I don't give a shit what it is.
Laura, do we need to call CPS?
You might have to because I'm gonna beat this bitch.
Call this Chibi Protective Services.
Child Protective
Yeah.
Services?
Yeah.
Chibi Protective Services.
Oh.
Anyways.
Good.
So you guys head out. If you get to the edge of the cave, you know this is nighttime. What are you guys doing?
I don't think any of us rested, so I think some of us
Oh.
are still injured.
Yeah, you guys haven't rested since you guys left Image.
Yep.
What is it, like in the morning?
We rested in the cave.
Well, yeah, well, actually, no, you guys did get a short rest actually. Yeah.
We got a short rest, but that was it.
Yeah, you haven't rested since
I
the
meant
fight.
a long rest and shit and get all
Yeah.
our shit back.
You haven't had a rest since like an actual like long rest since like Mimage.
I do see an Aries.
Well, set up camp.
Yeah, set up camp, long rest and shit.
Okay.
Would you guys like to do it inside the cave or, away from a cave, maybe behind some trees,
The cave is cleared, so I guess inside the cave.
We're in game ribs. Oh, I do see a Pluto.
Okay.
That gives us
Right.
protection from the elements.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys
Oh,
take up
Laura,
space
Mir's
inside
having
the
potty
cave.
break.
Yeah.
Potty
Back
break.
inside.
Like,
Okay.
let's get back inside. Are you just keeping a watch, or what are you
16
doing?
hours, Laura. She's gotta go.
Gogok's already asleep.
He's got
Oh.
oh, is it another Nemi? Why do we have
Oh.
3 Nemis?
I can keep watch.
Alright,
Why
so
are there
Only, I
three?
technically only need 4 hours because, you know, me
trance.
being me. Yeah, I just trans for 4 hours and I'm good. So I can I can keep watch.
Me. I don't have trance, but I also don't really need sleep. I can legit walk this entire cave and get a full benefit of a long rest
Oh, I guess
because
it
it's not
turned us.
strenuous activity.
I guess it turned us permanently walking. Okay, this anyone who was keeping watch at some point, give me a perception check.
Yep.
You can see Mira's little naked belly. She's on the floor where she got shaved for
22.
surgery.
22.
Okay. The night's quiet. At some point you peek down the corridor to the other side. You see the ogre that you guys confused wander back and is still looking around the hills perpetually. But yeah, nothing comes out or in this cave at all.
Okay. So we get our long rest.
You guys get a long rest.
Thank fuck.
You guys get a long rest.
Right? This is our 3rd Nemi. I'm done with it.
And a level up.
Oh,
This guy's probably the same one as
Oh boy.
Level 5.
We fought some dangerous moss.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have bottle of moss and bottle of water.
The bottle of ever growing moss and bottle of plain water.
Yep.
Potable question mark.
I mean, hey, there's actually a lot of shit, a lot of places where this could come in handy to be real.
I know, right? Okay. So you guys have a nice long, uneventful night. You wake up to the rays of the sun barely peeking over the hills into the cave. And you notice that it lights up this whole thing. You see it kind of like sparkle in spots and glisten. And you notice
dude. I should have been able to wiggle off
that
that. That's bull crap.
the moss has expanded a bit. Not in your vial. It's just slowly been following Bilgurk footprints.
Hmm.
Um, you basically stop leaving footprints around here-ish, and you just kind of see the moss reaching for the river.
Hmm.
Thank you. I know you.
Interesting.
Um, and I'm assuming I should leave it or what?
Wait.
I'm assuming this is on Mothman.
What?
You guys had no extra resting or?
Yes.
Oh.
I still got my bottle of ever-growing moss, my bottle of water. You know, I'm good.
Yep. Okay. So you guys heading back to Heroes Landing, heading back. Well, I guess heading back to the outpost.
Yeah, outpost
Or
first.
yeah.
Yeah, outpost.
Okay. Can someone give me a D20, please, just for the day travel? Davina's got it.
12.
Well, okay. Um, you guys notice that as you are walking, it starts to rain. Um, it's just like a nice. It's a basically it's a constant rain, but it's not heavy. It's just light, so more just obscures your vision a bit. But otherwise, it's a pretty quiet, uneventful way back. Which is kind of better, but you can't really complain.
Mhm.
And as you guys come back to the outpost, as you guys crest the last hill and follow the main road back, You notice there's a lot of blood outside of the wall of the outpost,
Time to go. Zombie, zombie, zombie.
and a lot of looks like a scuffle happened.
Yep.
But there's no bodies, and the
Okay.
outpost gates are currently closed.
No, 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 I don't want it.
And
Hmm.
as you guys come back, you notice you see one of the guards and one the watchtower flags you down, and you hear halt. You see you hear a different voice that you didn't hear before. Yell halt. Who goes there? What's your business?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Adventurers.
He goes back. Do you have your seals?
Yeah.
Seals? Yeah?
The pit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes, question mark?
yeah, we all do. Like,
yeah,
yes, but
yeah,
like, you know, quickly hold it up, flash in and
yeah.
put it back.
Yeah, he's watching. He lowers his longbow. Open the gate, and you watch as the outer gate the gate swings like the one door. The support column goes up, and then it swings inward. Um, and they shoot through before quickly lowering and closing the gate. You guys look around, and there's a bunch of wounded people here. You see someone coming out like with a grim look on their face, coming out of a tent.
Must have done some remodeling.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Me let the
uh,
dog out. I'll be right back.
yeah,
Oh, she's taking a nap, but we.
give me a second before I say what happened here. Take a second break while she gets the dog out.
Hmm.
You know what's perfect for D&D, by the way, or no? Because I've been playing Pokemon Cigar a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here breathing. Ugh. Just pressing A every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because of the way you breathe in this game.
Yep.
Yeah, good old picnics.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Ugh.
God. So today at work, the network was down from like 4 a.m. Eastern time, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we couldn't do shit at all day for like debit or credit or anything. So it was cash only.
Yep.
And for first like 2 hours, first like hour, we had to handwrite receipts. Or like it was like handwrite information, like this like sales thing. It was
Yep.
like give me the item, took your money, did something like that, and then it's like I had to put it in menu editor on. It was so freaking bad.
Yep.
God. So I got like a text chain, everyone like it's just working here kind of thing. And now it's just like everyone's doing it again because they can't close the fucking store.
Hmm. Well, why?
All right.
Okay, I am back. Jeez.
Okay, so you're back. So you guys, they open the gate. You walk in. It was the burger trying to ask what the hell happened here. As there's blood everywhere, people are looking at like they've exhausted and has been in a fight. Some people come out looking with like grim looks in their face. And people are talking to people. Yeah, one of Materna. I don't know if you asked this to anyone in particular or just ask it out loud kind of thing.
That you dropped her off with.
Or whoever said it.
It was a cute
Yeah,
little
just asked
sock.
it in general. Out loud.
It's like, yeah. One of the guards
No
that's
longer.
currently closing the gate behind you
It
goes,
lasted. It lasted a lot longer than
the
I thought
den.
it did.
Oh my Anna! Oh my god!
Now you know how I feel.
Shut the fuck up!
Now you know how I feel.
You see what I have? You see what I have to deal with, people? You have
They
to
set
deal
the
with?
rooms to play games. Anyways,
24/7. The first time ever I'm actually being louder than you.
anyways, so you it's like yeah, here's like like a little female voice guard. It goes, yeah, we
Come
It
here.
sounds so breast still. Goes, yeah,
Now you're just doing it on purpose.
No.
we a huge amount of monsters came from the den. Ogres, fire goblins, freaking dire wolves, couple bugbears, even a hill giant.
Hmm.
Couple of us didn't make it, but we were fighting, holding them up. They had just they point to the gate. You see like a nice crack through it. It looks like it just got fixed. They had just broken through it when all of a sudden they all just vanished, and we have
Oh.
no idea why.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh?
So when I go
Oh.
let the dog out every day,
Hmm?
she poops. Like I bring bags out there every
Huh?
day because I have to maintain it. My mom does literally like a walk around the
We,
backyard. If she
we
finds
owing
one,
now?
then
Well,
deal of owning the
They
dog that
vanished
I have in the
because
backyard.
we cleared out the den. Yeah.
Wait, you cleared that
Let's
out.
go
Like
with that.
it
What?
must have been swarming with monsters. How did you guys pull that off?
The element of surprise.
So we have like so many.
Make a
Magician
deception
never
check.
reveals its secrets.
Make a deception check with advantage, Pilgrim.
Oh, I thought you meant me as well. Magician never reveals her secret.
Deception.
God damn it! You both popped it.
18.
18. Whew.
Oh, whatever. Whatever you guys did, or how you guys did it. Thank you so much. Hopefully that stops the
I was gonna heal you.
the swarm for a while.
Oh, I have not been.
God.
Hopefully.
I'm in danger. We're okay.
God.
So what needs to be done around here?
Well, we finished most of the major repairs on the outside wall. Um, some of the wounded he's tending to still. It's points kind of like dusk. The sun's like starting to set a bit. Uh, a couple food could be made. There's still a lot of people who need food. There's not a lot to make things with it. Mostly just stew and broth. It's mostly just wounded.
Hmm.
And no one's seen Eric for a while.
Hmm.
Those Erics, you know.
Yeah, only
He's coming.
only one's here. No one's seen the robe one, the mage, the mage for a while. But a day now.
Hmm.
Move.
So what are you guys doing?
God damn, I was trying to protect you. Oh well.
You know, we get to helping out.
I'm just gonna check it real quick. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna use my healing word to help people.
Alright, so you guys spend the rest of the night basically doing what you can to help out the outpost.
Hmm.
Vilgrick heals people, which basically helps a lot as
When you heal
everyone
me,
who
the
went
word
down
word-
was healers.
Well, I am the people's champion, so
Yeah. Um,
definitely didn't make a roll to see if I would decide to heal people or not.
right. I think you know what you're doing. I was wondering about that. Okay.
It's
And
okay.
as
I
you
made
guys,
a stealth roll whether I wanted to stab the closest person because somebody didn't give me my gem. You got lucky and I rolled low.
oh yeah.
Man, I'm
With
infatuated with these two psychos.
yeah, I know, right? With Vilgrick
What? You're
healing,
lucky I didn't stab you. Shut up.
with
Stab
Vilgrick
me.
healing people
Fucking
purely for
stab me, please.
societal.
Punch on the floor.
Yeah, with Vilgrick healing people for societal gain only, and Eterna, immediately glaring daggers at Vilgrick the whole time. That's where we're gonna end tonight's session. As you guys can take your time, figure out what you're gonna do to level up. Mr. Wizard can take his 2 spells.
That's where I had a
Uh,
question. I just put
Yep.
mine. I didn't know if we were gonna be fighting anything more, so I just put my level in rogue. But I want a multi-class.
Hey, what do you want to multi-class it to?
Warlock
Ooh.
Ooh, let me
with my
see.
god that my character worships.
Yeah, I'll allow multi-classing. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, I wanted to ask before I just put myself as level 1 warlock and just
Yeah, so
so.
yeah, you roll your well, you think you just rolled you rolled a warlock
Yeah, he's
HP
bigger.
dice so to get the
Out.
your HP increase. If you
Okay.
do rolled, but if you do standard or whatever it was, then don't worry about it.
Fine, yeah, great.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a chunker.
God, that was fun.
Mm.
I think
He's
next
definitely
Wednesday I
a
am
little bit
free,
bigger
so it'll be same time,
Look
6
at that head
p.m.
shape.
or no, 8 p.m. Eastern time, because
Look at
6
that head
p.m.
shape.
for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
But
think
yeah,
he's a bit.
with
I
that,
think
I'm gonna get going because I get ready for hockey. So I will see you guys next week.
Yep. See
Okay.
ya.
Alright. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
yeah, go, bye.